Breathe in and out. You are transcending planet Earth. Keep breathing. Believing that you are hated makes you able to feel. Contemplate that you just have to be at least a little bit in awe of grass. Repeat the mantra, my mind is bangable, my mind is bangable. Kids are themselves 100%. Remember how the knowing one said, history without dimethyltryptamine can't be called history. Notice the sensation of how your heartbeat is starting to focus. Your consciousness is now connecting you to the trees. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. In and out. Pay attention to how your belly and the self are interdependent. Say to yourself repeatedly, karma is only a figment of my imagination. Karma is only a figment of my imagination. Ignore the fact that your brain and Mother Nature are perpetually linked. Keep on breathing. Misunderstanding the past gives birth to your deeper self.
Oops. I guess we're starting. Oh god, the frame rate. Oh god, the frame rate. What is it doing? Oh, there we go. Frame rate drops when it's in the background. Hey, Gabby, how you doing? I gotta turn up my audio. Oh. Lock that. Fine. Oh, is it not? It's not capturing the PC game audio. Of course it's not. But you're not missing too much here. Doing good. That's good. Yeah, I took off tomorrow for this. I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet, so I'm in one of those weird places where I want to play both of these games a whole lot. Oh, it's still set to Yuzu. There we go.
He's not going to make it.
Oh, it's super loud.
He has to.
Oh my god. I need to turn off the mute in background and the frame rate in background.
Hey, look at me.
Enjoy the frame rate. Oh, you got an internship. That's cool. What are you doing for your internship?
I just came here for
Paid internship? I don't know if they're often paid over there or not. They often are not here. That's really, really common that they're unpaid over here. That's nice. That's super nice. Unpaid internships are almost a rite of passage. I would say a paid internship is rare in America. Not impossible, but pretty rare. So it's always nice hearing that it's less stupid elsewhere.
By 3 they come. By 3 thy way opens.
Yeah, all this stuff that is in here was in the gameplay demos that were available, the early access stuff, so I've seen all of it. They did a lot better job with the story this time than I would say they did in Diablo 3. It feels a lot more like Diablo 2 did, so hopefully it won't be terrible. You're not allowed to be unpaid unless it's, if it's more than a month. That's nice.
So, it says the blood of...
PC game audio still a little high. I'll still be tuning it for a little bit here. Brand new game. Yes, thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. I saw it too, and then brought it down a little bit. It's supposed to auto duck when I talk. I don't really care if the frame rate's bad. I'm gonna check it. I really thought they would let me go into the actual settings for the game before, like, I got started. But no, there were a couple of visual settings, and there was just, bam, go. Yeah, the auto-ducking is really nice for Mario Maker, so then if I shut up, the game audio comes up to be about the same level as my speaking, so you can hear, like, music levels and that kind of stuff. Did it really crash? Is it crashing on me? Great. Great. Fun times.
Read this.
That's weird. They're pre-rendered cutscenes, so that's extra weird, but it might just be fighting with the streaming stuff. I updated all my drivers and everything for Diablo 4, but it's a brand new game. Haven't tried streaming it yet. There may be problems.
Willing. Hail. Hail the creator.
But I turned it down a good deal now, so it'll get much quieter than me, and then when I'm not speaking, it'll still be at about game volume. I think it's around where it's supposed to be now.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is forbidden.
I could also skip it, but
I cannot...
I'm starting a little earlier than I planned to.
Came here for treasure. What is this place?
Yeah, I skipped the college pathway a little bit, and kind of brute forced my way into IT. Which helped a lot with not having to deal with unpaid internships. But it also took a long time to actually start in career positions. I don't think college is a bad idea by any means, but, and I wish more things were approached as a trade. Hey, 20FS, how you doing? Oh, yes, video games. It's Diablo time. You're gonna get all the, probably early game spoilers. We're gonna plod through the beginning here. I didn't absorb the real heavy stuff, like all the meta stuff that was going on with the last big one and all the changes. I did hear that the Necro was worse, and then maybe they fixed it, so I hope it's not terrible. He's a big Diablo fan, so he's probably at least a little familiar.
From the abyss, we seek thy sight.
But he didn't play any of the free server slam things, so.
By free thy way open.
Pud, why don't you ever want to be on camera?
Of the willing.
Pud, bring your head up. Up there, up a little bit, up a little bit.
We call thee.
Yeah, 3 was bad. 3 was unbelievably bad. The only reason why I purchased it is because of how much I liked the beta experience. I think that was a smart choice for them. Sports.
Open.
Because 3 was bad. And Immortal was bad. Sports. I didn't touch Diablo Immortal because I don't like going anywhere near stuff that's monetized in a predatory way like that.
You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Here's my cat's anus. If you haven't seen Pud's anus in a little while, here it is, Gabby. It's ready for you.
And all the knowledge.
This is probably the worst possible experience. Like, why doesn't he just skip it if he's not playing? But like, I still wanna hear it and see it a little bit, even though I've saw it already. Since we're starting, it's the launch. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna let it play out. I really thought that guy was Tyrael, and then I was kind of sad that it wasn't.
By
That's not a all you know, angels look the same. I just thought maybe they recast the person they were using for like the mocap for the face, so that's what they went with. But no, he was just some dude.
Of the willing, we call thee home.
But yeah, the first time I was playing it, I did really enjoy this stuff that they were opening with a lot more like bloody and gory graphics than they did in 3. He did not. No, he was ready to go. I'm pretty sure the implication there is that that guy is Mephisto. So, you know, that's his whole thing, is manipulating people magically. No downtime, number of weeks, 21 working hours. What is this? What did you just paste at me? Month cost covered? What does that mean? They pay you... Is it Mephisto? Was Mephisto the one who manipulated people? Or was that... No, I think it was Mephisto. MOA project manager. Assist the project manager in all stages of the... Oh, so that's what you're doing. I gotcha. So they're paying for some of your food, too? They're paying for some of your food? I went from being like, that's great that it's better elsewhere, to like, why doesn't it suck that little here?
Blessed Mother, save us.
Development teams and recipe, technical function, project management. That sounds pretty cool. So, database management stuff and then database tickets, it kind of sounds like, all working along with the project management team. Yeah, he did all the manipulation. That was his thing. He was touching the brains. Can I access the full menu now, or is this just life now? I can't. God damn. Like a 10-minute cutscene. It was a 10-minute cutscene. Oh my god, my frames are bad. Hold, please. Yeah, we need to make it not so bad. Let's do DLSS performance and limit foreground FPS to 60 since that's what we're capturing at. I don't want the background FPS to fucking plummet when I click off, so I'm gonna also set that to 60. You gonna calm down? Sorry about the frames. There we go. That'll calm it down. So if sentences are weird, that's why. No, it actually wasn't too bad. But yeah, auto-translating works. Nice. Eventually AI will do it for us. Okay. It looks like capture mostly calmed down. My time to render seems okay. Good. Yeah, sorry. We have to mess with this too. Again, they didn't open it up for creators or for anybody early, so there'll be some dickin'. Some of the dickin'. You fucking heard me. Oh. Honestly, we'll just let DLSS do what it needs to do, and then we'll come in and fix it if we need to. I kind of wish it saved my extremely edgy Black Necromancer from the other one, but that's fine. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, database management, SQL stuff, man, there is so much money in that, and there's so few people who want to manage it. And, like, it's not like it's crazy easy or anything, but it's not anywhere near as difficult as how much it pays, at least over here in the US. And there are... one of the things that always stuck out to me with DBA stuff, and SQL programming or whatever, SQL, I think it's generally just database management or database administration, but there are often small gigs doing that kind of stuff and fixing old databases that people are using for an inordinate amount of money that you can pick up on Fiverr and that kind of thing. It's a great place to be, especially if you find the stuff interesting. I hate how loud that air conditioning is. Yeah, 20fs, go do it. Yeah, communication with clients, especially in that kind of stuff, can be particularly rough, especially since they usually want magic. And then you're like, magic takes time and is expensive, and they're like, no. Not anywhere near as bad as it would be in graphic design. But that's pretty much what it comes from. But especially in a more corporate environment, It sounds like you're probably working in a pretty corporate environment if they're issuing you a PC. That's a really, really great place to start. A lot of people who come up the other way through IT and technical fields have a tendency not to touch any of the corporate stuff, and it's a really good idea to know what it looks like at a big scale. Okay, cool. Let's just make the edgiest goth guy ever. Oh, he doesn't have vitiligo unless what? Unless you click the right color? Certain colors have the skin stuff? Weird. I wanted him to be darker, but also blotchy. And fuck you. Wow, I really thought this would have been more faces. Fine, very white. Yeah, that's pretty common over here too. Although, depending on the curriculum, a lot of places, at least around here, don't seem to prepare you for the hard stuff either. Oh, I can change this later, so I'm just gonna make him look as stupid as I can very quickly. Oh, there's gotta be a dumber. There we go. Yeah, that's probably the dumbest one. There we go. That's pretty dumb. A lot of jewelry options. Wow, a lot of makeup options. Full Dark Souls face. Dude, I wish we had as good an editor as Dark Souls. How do you not rip something like that off? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what does college tend to cost over there? Or is it, state or country sponsored, generally, or? No hardcore. Oh, no dots? Oh, why are you like that? Okay, start game. Minimal guidance. Well, I kind of want them. No, they're gonna over-explain it. We're gonna start with World Tier 2 because it sucked in World Tier 1 earlier. State schools are more common than private ones, and those are free. Oh my god. We have community colleges here, which are cheaper. They're not free. None of it's free. That's nice. That sounds really nice. We do have a grant for poor people. The Pell Grant, which can really help offset most of the costs of a community or technical college. But you don't qualify for the Pell Grant if your parents make too much money. And no matter how your relationship is with your parents, like even if, say, one of your parents threw you out in the street when you were 17, they still use their income to calculate if you are eligible for the Pell Grant until you're 25. So I couldn't go to college for a long time, and then I dropped out anyway. Oh, that's really cool, too. Do a good job and it's free? We have that over here, but you have to be good at basketball or football. Then it's free. America. Oh, another... Don't cue me again. Oh, good. Oh my god. Did they really not... Did they really just... Did they up the server so much that I don't have to wait? Oh my god, that's kind of amazing. 20FS, do you fucking believe this? I just got into the game on launch day, literally 10 minutes early. I watched the first cutscene and I'm in.
Instead, it became a...
No, a lot of people liked it. What was weird is I joined the Diablo 4 Discord, and I announced that the play button was hot, and I was like, that's weird. Why? And then, like, 5 seconds later, 1,000 other people did, but it was really weird for me to be first. Private schools select you on an exam. So you take a test to get into the private school rather than just... Well, yeah, I guess we kind of do that here. We have people, like, apply. There must be an extra number there. It's not really 1.8 million a year, right? I thought... Is it 1,800K or 1,800 a year? Oh, okay. The K in there was making me go like, what? How hard are you administering servers? Oh, good. I gave him a top knot. I have made the dumbest necromancer. Yeah, top knot really works. I mean, there's a horse. Maybe the horse can give him some whatever. Not. I gotta turn off mute and background because I tend to be clicking around while we're doing this, but I don't think I can do it while it's while it's playing the cutscene here. You gotta go to the circus? You gotta go to the circus? Guy, it's Diablo time. What are you doing? Oh man. Oh, a lot of curriculums over here, people are easily spending important circus things. Yeah, we'll talk later. A lot of people are spending upwards of 40, 50, 60K for like trade school, for not trade school, but for like technical, for 4-year degrees from like standard college, standard university here. The prestigious universities, the high-end stuff is on hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Doctors over here routinely spend hundreds of thousands. I think like 180,000 a year. Yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. The entire system it's for profit every end of the way, and it sucks. And medical doctors go through unbelievable misery on the way there, because after their 8 years of school, I think it's 6 to 8. Then they have like 2 years of residency, which pays balls, and you work insane hours, like literally like 80 hours a week. They often sleep wherever they're doing the residency, like it's madness. And like it takes I think it takes 10 years to actually hit it. It's 10 or 11, depending on everything else, to actually be able to practice as a doctor on your own and start making real doctor money. Yeah, that's cool. Doing it fully actual meritocracy. Like, Americans like to pretend it's a meritocracy over here, but it really isn't. It's a silver spoonocracy. It's so much easier if you start out turning this AC off till I get mad and turn it back on because it's hot. Okay. Fucking 90 degrees out right now, so I have 2 air conditioners going, but it's really loud. Can you tell that I turned it off? Does my voice sound a lot better? Does it sound exactly the same? Oh, is the voice a little quiet? No, the voice looks about right. Okay. One thing I want to look for here is frame rate. Do I not have frame rate? There's probably a little command for it. I'm going to look it up quick. Probably one of the function keys. Oh, it says Control R. I would not have found that. There it is. Frame rate's in the lower left-hand corner. You guys can't see it, but I can. But it seems like DLSS is doing its goddamn job, and it is getting out of the way so that the stream works, which is really cool. My chat back up. Oh, I want to turn off the auto mute. Internship is basically reimbursing me my school years. That's really cool. It's a really smart way to do it. Oh, my monitor supports HDR, but that's not important. It'll mess with the stream anyway, so that's fine. I want to turn off the mute in background. Where are we at? Oh, we're actually at really low utilization, so I'm going to do DLSS at quality. And we'll see if we tank, and then I'll go back. That alone, sound safe. I want to turn off mute in background. Oh, there is voice chat. Cool. That'd be cool. You're actually doing party stuff with people. Oh yeah, play audio on loot. I really, really like that. For rare and better. For legendary and better. For legendary and better. Yeah, that's a really smart way to do that. I really wish that our schools were like that over here. I would have worked a lot harder if that was an option, but I cared so little in high school because I assumed college just wasn't an option because we were just unbelievably poor. Is there really not a mutant background thing here? It's a really weird thing to not let you toggle. Weird. Seems like mutant background is just basic behavior that I can't turn off. Well, it's not that big a deal. It's just annoying. Yeah, but I would imagine that, and that will always help. No matter what, that will help. But I would imagine that a less privileged person who does good in school would be equally as considered for acceptance into the more prestigious schools, as long as their grades or whatever were good. And it's tougher. I'm sure it's tougher no matter where you are. If things are rough at home, if you're in a rough family, it's harder to do well in life. But our actual internships, our scholarships and that kind of thing, they're just not really a thing. They're available, but it's not like the kind of thing that you can bank on. Yep, I mean, I'm touching the settings. We're doing it. Now I'm clicking the things. There we go. I really wanted to turn off mutant background, but I can't find it. And then we move on to click all the buttons simulator 2023. And have the skeletons click the buttons for you. That's a little loud on my end here. Yeah, it's pretty much standard practice over here to just all the loans. You're gonna get all the loans. You might get Pell Grants. Sports, if you're lucky and poor. And your parents are poor.
Another abandoned town.
Oh, I did do this 6 times. The first, like, 25 levels I did a lot. And then they kind of locked you out after that, so that was it for the beta, so. I'm not super excited to redo all this.
What's it to you?
I'm gonna speed through a lot of this.
Come, I'll explain.
For trades, we have stuff like apprenticeships, kind of, where you kind of get trained up into the thing. But it, I don't know, not as much, and it depends a lot on the, oh no, for over here, apprenticeship is more like if you were getting trained by a jeweler to be a jeweler, instead of going to school for jewelry making. And there aren't too many things that are still trades. And a lot of things you generally just kind of work into the experience. But craftsmen, and that kind of stuff, like repairmen, roofers, all kinds of like handyman type tasks are often still trades where they're trained by friends and people they know or stuff like that. Our internships often work like that, where you're going to school while also working for free. But it's not usually alternating, but it depends on how your courses are stacked and everything. But like a buddy of mine who actually got hired in as an intern at a place where I was working, he was going to school full time and he was an intern 30 hours a week, and not getting paid for it, and it sucked. It sucked a lot, and that's just part of it. They did hire him out after when he was done with college, but it still sucked. Oh man, yeah, no, we don't do that in some limited cases. Like I know law schools will sometimes pay people through law school to hire them out after, but that's relatively rare. But it happens. There are some cases like that where where jobs will pay for training or will pay for your school too. It's rare, but it definitely happens.
Could you protect Rue?
Okay, I leveled up for talking to people. Thank you. I forgot what the button is for the thing. Tab is map. Did it tell me? Where's my, oh, there we go. It's A is for skill points. Oh, man, yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds like the way to do it. I think I was going with hemorrhage before. I mean, respecking is really cheap, so I'm just going to play with it.
If Devmir sticks,
I have remedies if you're injured.
Hemorrhage is really boring. Really pumped to see what, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's also really nice to actually be doing something you kind of like doing instead of like shit work like McDonald's or whatever. I really wish somebody was out there doing that. Like, man, there's better work out there. Stop what you're doing. Wait, sound effects are really loud on my side. Down a little more. You have to choose your internship correctly? What happens if you choose incorrectly? I don't like that. Refund. Reap probably? Oh, it's probably Bone Splinters. I wonder if I think it was Bone Splinters was the busted one. That was one people were saying, but I bet they changed it a little bit. But it's probably still good. Fun. Or like not actually making you work. Oh yeah. That's how a lot of internships are here too. It's typically the bitch work they don't want to do rather than actually trying to craft an educational experience. It's just giving you bitch work and then talking to you about their work. Did my skeletons fuck off when I went in here? That's really annoying. We got here more projectiles if you are full of stuff like that. They don't give you any specific prerequisites or very vague. It's a bad sign, man. Just constant reminders that it's better everywhere else. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since I talked to anybody coming through an internship, but from the folks I knew doing internships, it was always bitch work. Even that guy I mentioned that got hired where I was working, they gave him bitch work to do. And eventually he found some projects to do to kind of carve out more for him to be more useful. And then got hired on and took on a lot of stuff, but it was just like, why the hell don't you find some way to actually utilize these people? Yeah, they're giving you an actual description of what you're going to be doing. Of what actually... I mean, it sounds like a job. That's probably what you're looking for, too, though. After a little while, and I don't generally like the summoner classes at all, in games like this especially, because there's already so little you're doing. So then you get a summoner where you're making a wall of crap and it just feels terrible. But pretty quickly, you can ditch all of your summons for individual power, so it just makes your character stronger, and it's really, really cool. And there's a lot of blood and bone skills instead of it all just being summons and some afterthoughts. So really different from what you usually see in summon-based characters in action RPGs. Yeah. Well, I mean, I went to school for forensic science, and I dropped out, but I actually did like college, like, compared to high school. It was really, really nice. It was really nice to learn things that I thought were interesting and to do, like, actual hands-on stuff that was practical rather than just like, okay, here's a whole bunch of questions you have to answer. They're all basically the same thing, but if you don't do it 40 times, we won't believe you know it. Fourth entry in a action RPG, I feel like they don't have to open this slow. We can go a little faster. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of that too. Oh, that was helpful. As I did most of the schoolwork that I did do, most of the college that I did was online, and most of it was offline, like lectures, like prepared lectures. The teachers were available, and there were some live lectures, but a lot of it was offline. So it was more. You still had weekly stuff and everything, but you could pause and come back to it. You could speed it up a little bit, and it was really, really, really nice. I feel like in-person lectures, yeah, would be really painful. I definitely like the offline lectures a lot more too. And sometimes I need to watch stuff back. Like I've been working through Network Plus certification, and there have been a couple of I guess lectures that I've had to watch back that I'd come back to and be like, what the hell is he talking about, and come back to a previous one, and it's really nice for that type of thing to be available. Gone for over a month. Just absent. Sounds rough. Bloodlance. I don't remember what I liked here. I think it was Sever. Should have just like taken a picture of the build somehow. Oh yeah, Sever's cool. Forgot everything we did prior to him being gone. Well, I guess here's hoping it comes back. I mean, you got a week to study a lot. Oh, that sucks. Being gone for a month sucks, especially if there's an exam right after. But I would like to hope that maybe the exam would be easier since he knows that happened. But I'm guessing the exam was done a long time ago, and it's basically the same one they use every year. Take it again. Well, maybe you can get studied up in time and just manage to squeak by. I don't know, I always did really good in tests, just kind of winging it. For the most part, and trusting that I would retain the knowledge. Really? What? Oh, there he is. I didn't have a click object on him, it looks like. You can fail a class and still pass. How do you do that? Carry a fail into the next year, and they expect you to repass later. That's kind of interesting. I mean, we definitely make people retake stuff. Go away. If they fail, like that's a thing. If it's necessary for however many credits you need or whatever.
I need more essence.
He's not really doing much. Okay, now he's doing a little bit. Oh yeah, it definitely seems like early on the bone splinters did a lot of damage up close. They kind of hit like a shotgun. It definitely seems like they've toned that down. Seems like they've toned down the drops pretty good. Statistics ain't gonna help. I feel like statistics always help a little bit. Determined by cold foot casting couch. Yeah. Gonna need to see your feet. No internships. Yeah. So that'd be really funny. Yeah, I have an internship for a video editor. It's unpaid. You're going to take this huge pile of odds, you're going to turn them into marketable YouTube trash. Fill it with memes and don't show it to me because I'll just get mad. I feel like statistics is never really useful. Or useless, rather. From this perspective of, like, cost-benefit analysis and a good understanding of how statistics work is kind of an important life skill, but yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Okay. I remember reading a very large study that showed 69% of all statistics are made up on the spot. They were very confident that that was correct. Source is, it came to me in a dream.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
This is a game that's going to make me smoke a lot. I'm glad I've been stepping down.
By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh,
It's weird. I'm
so
super
sorry.
excited to play more of Diablo 4 and finally move past the cutoff point for the beta, but I desperately want to play Zelda.
Wash out the taste of the stew. We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior!
Should have made him fat. That would have been funny too. I want a fat necromancer. Yeah, I mean, the really specific stuff is not going to be like generally applicable. But the broad stuff that you'd get in statistics, like game theory stuff, I would like to hope they covered basic game theory and that kind of stuff, is really useful. Generally, I think that, yeah, I'm trying to think of some other good statistical mathematics stuff that really sticks out, but game theory, I think, even just at the low level of like the prisoner's dilemma and that kind of stuff, and understanding like cooperative versus adversarial separated decision making and how that plays into negotiations and all kinds of stuff in the types of power dynamics you see in the professional world is really useful. Like the actual psychology behind all of that. I want to say sociology, but it's a little of both. That plays into that, and I know that's moving a little bit away from statistics, but statistics play into a lot of that stuff too. But I don't know. I never took statistics. But also the way a lot of people approach statistics, the pandemic was a great one. That how many people saw 1%, 1.3% early on, as high as 3 or 4% in some groups, as not that bad. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If you were watching 100 people do something that 3% of them were gonna die, and you saw 3 people die, you would not fucking do it. If they were, everybody had to jump across something because it's cool, and 3% of them died, or 3 of 100 people died, you'd be like, I don't want to die, I'm not doing that. But a lot of people, they don't have a good grasp of statistics. I imagine that's probably why it's really important to, I don't know what probability density is offhand. Well, and actually, games like this, games like Diablo, where something that is a 1 in 1,000 drop isn't that bad. You could run that, 50 times and you probably get it. You might get it. They really help with the actual, like, I want to say economics of scale. That's not right. But with the actual scale of statistics over time and how that works, and help you get a good grasp on it. And likely contributed to me being like, 1%'s fucking scary, guy.
So, shall you?
Yeah. Well, and the thing that was extra bad is I have asthma. It might be worse for me. Heidi is extremely worse and all that stuff. That was really frustrating. But the number of people who were just looking at it as 1%'s not a real risk. Like, you fucking kidding me? Do you know what risk of death is for pneumonia? That's not a real risk, and we treat that shit serious. Even in kids. How to use the fish law? No. I don't have any fish laws. I didn't take statistics.
Damned village. Get up.
So anyhow, They fed me something weird. And now you get magical. Nice. Well, get on YouTube. I bet somebody's out there who's like covered French statistics really so you don't fail your test really hard. Or honestly, just go back and forth with AI about it for a couple hours. Like try and ask it about explain stuff you don't understand like a 5-year-old. Like did they give you like a leather test prep or anything for the upcoming exam? Oh shit. What the? Oh shit. I have Alt F4 bound on my keyboard and I push the buttons that trigger it. That was not smart. To do play. We'll be right back. Well, let's see. Let's try to think about it here. PHP project to work on, worth more credits. That's important. Can you farm out the PHP project to AI, turn it in, and then still get a good grade, and then study for the other thing? That's thinking like an IT person. How can I make something else do this for me, so I can do more things that I make something else do for me? I should really pull that cap off of the key that binds to Alt F4. But if I do it, it'll close the game on me. Because databases. Getting hot in here already. Right, I get that. Yeah, you pick your battles. It's crazy how loud that little air conditioner is. It's a long, less than a minute. Yeah, actually what might have been smart would be getting past the very initial beginning and then starting. I mean, I'm fine. I wanted to play it right when it started anyway. But I did play through all of the beginning stuff too, so I thought a lot of it would be nice to talk about and think about like the initial experience with the game, but I did the beginning 6 times. There we go. Wow, wow. Really? It went back to queued for login for longer. That'll teach me. Yeah, well, and that was the thing too, is the actual like breakdown of the benefits there. Fulvus. What color is Fulvus? Don't make me Google colors. God, just skip the thesaurus. Reddish yellow? Tawny? I mean, I got red. I got a reddish yellow one. Esports. Ugh. Well, that was kind of the thing too. That was really crazy with all the like the mask stuff and the just generally being insufferable. Was grocery stores are letting you pick up food. Just go pick it up. Just go pick it up. No. Where's the guy? Okay, there we go. That freaked me out for a sec. Mark it. Oh, you marked it as complete. Thanks. I wondered why it disappeared. I was like, wait, is there a way to request your own refund? Forgot what it's like to have somebody with access to mod tools.
Lost souls, all of you.
Oh, I get to kill these guys again. Now we won't hit Alt F4 in the middle of a fight. Oh, there's still a guy in there. You can refund yourself. Hacks. Cheating. Oh, content scales to you, though, so I can book it through the story quest and come back to the other stuff, you know, later. I don't actually have to suck the full slow dick here, because I'm not limited to level 25, which would be nice. 69 million little fisties? Well, esports, you're going to have to put in a ticket. Esports with Twitch.
Madman.
And they will get mad at you and be like, eh. Yeah, they fed you some weird stuff, and it was bad for you, and now you're all spicy. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to get ready for that shirt, but yeah, I mean, put in a ticket with Twitch, see what they do.
Not while I'm in town. Love petals. Like the ones I was
Time to look at some petals.
It's real.
You turned 21? Is that your drinking age over there? Something comes out? I don't know what happens on the 16th of this month. Yeah, it's not Heidi's birthday. No, I don't know. Is there something else coming out that I should care about? Oh, the big 24 months. There you go. 2 entire years. I had, somebody was real appreciative of, harsh criticism that I had for some turds last night. And they did a gift sub instead of buying a sub, which was weird, but I'll take it. And then their level was also butt garbage. And was just like, are you kidding me, guy? You just saw what was happening. Why are you like this? And I was pretty hard on them, too. I don't know if they'll be back.
To salvation.
It's a bad level, though.
And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity.
Oh.
You drink and gamble. You covet.
I'm gonna let this play out, because I like the end of this scene.
Shameful.
You know what that feels like, yeah? I mean, some people make nice levels. Well, one of the regulars has been coming around a lot. I think he also streams Koof LP. Does really good puzzle levels, but he's been trying to do troll levels, and they've been rough. And you know, I've been harsh. I'm always pretty harsh, but they're improving, and he's coming along. I also, you know, pointed him to other feedback channels that are probably less harsh, for iterative progress as well, because I'm not always around. But you know, it gets better, but some people don't like it. But it was pretty funny, because we just finished doing, no, I haven't seen Lupin forever.
The faith.
We just finished doing a little bit hard Kaizo level, and then immediately after I get like 2 butt trash, like little Timmy garbage troll levels. And then after I'm hard on both of them, they both like start feeding each other a little bit, and they're like, yeah, it's a skill issue. And then other people in the chat sprang in and were like, dude, the guy won't shut up about like what he likes in Kaizo, and he was just doing hard stuff. You have a skill issue, and it was nice. I liked that. Oh, I don't know what the hell that is. Where's my stupid mod queue here? Not alerts. Oops, I clicked all the correct things. It's my mod queue. Oh. I swear there was a little shortcut to it here, but I can't find it. And then they beat up the old man. Oop, I dragged something. Hopefully it wasn't something important. Let's see here. Unban requests. Yeah, I haven't checked in a while. Oh, it was some stupid, one of those idiots who, oh god, I can hear myself, I hate that. No, it's, one of those people, they join your, there's been a lot of them lately. They join, chats that have the word feedback anywhere, they search for people doing feedback, and they ask if you'll listen to their shit on SoundCloud, and the answer is just no. And I don't want to talk to him. He can stay in the pile. I don't want to go listen to people's SoundCloud. I don't want to be some weird platform for them to get, what, 10 views of people being nice. And I'm not, no matter what it is, I'm not going to like it.
What happened to you in there?
I have terrible taste in music. Wanted to enjoy the Mario levels, was only explaining how I found this stream. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, go ahead and unban him then. Yeah, I kept seeing a bunch of people popping in who were literally like, oh, do you want to give me feedback on my music?
They welcomed her like a mother.
I must listen.
Yep. Making them mean. We're gonna go hang out with some guy. Am I auto? Oh god, why isn't tab my equipment? I'm gonna change that really quick because that's crazy. Let's see. Tab should be equipment. Where's equipment? Inventory. I'm really confused where inventory is. How am I this dumb here? Yeah, go for it. Where in the hell? I can't possibly be this dumb. How am I not finding inventory, equipment, item labels? What in the fuck? I is for your inventory. Oh, inventory is called the character screen now. Oh, okay. That's how I'm that dumb. Oh, hey, thanks for popping in there, Gabby. Appreciate seeing ya. Yeah, we got started a little earlier. Yeah, it's just tough for me to make earlier stream and work. I wanted to, like, fix my nighttime eating to being a lot closer when I get done with work. But there's always stuff that comes up, so it's tough. Before bed just ends up working the best, which is very late in France land. Okay, character screen is what we're looking for. Character panel C. I want that to be tab. And then map can be C. I don't care. That's fine. I will forget. C for map, tab for inventory. Put some stuff on. Does not auto-equip random shit that you find. That's kind of annoying. There we go. Put some stuff on my guy. Thanks for popping in, Gabby. We'll see you later. Have a good night. Take a sec. It's weird. Because I feel like really hyped to play it, but also overwhelmed and also really annoyed that I'm not able to just jump to 25. That would have been a really, really nice quality of life thing if people who played the beta that were outside of the race event could jump to 25. Okay. But I'm just gonna kind of book it. Head down, power through. Oh no, that's the closed road. I remember that. I will say though, unlike the launch of all the most recent Diablo games and all the server tests, it has been really smooth. We accidentally logged out and we were able to get back in a few minutes. No resource cost. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for a minute. There was a lot of long queues and delays and problems with the betas, which was really frustrating. The first beta, I couldn't get in for like 6 hours. No, it was a whole goddamn night. I remember that because it was like after midnight when I finally was able to get in. And then I was afraid to log out all weekend, so I just kept leaving it up. That's the one I did. And there it goes. But this seems like it's been pretty smooth. I haven't been checking Reddit for complaints, but accidentally getting logged out once and being able to get right back in is really convenient. It's really almost unbelievable. I think I went off the... I think I was supposed to cross there and I'm dumb. I should have looked at the map. Yeah, we are. We're supposed to go down and then up. Oh, we do get zoom in. Okay, but do we get further zoom out? No. That was one of the biggest asks that people had in all the betas, was that we could zoom out a little further than this. And the engine supports it. It definitely supports it because it's used for world bosses and some world events. So it's really frustrating that we can't zoom out any further than this. Although it's not crazy close, I bet it's going to feel close on the 86-inch. What in the hell happened to that? Is this the Diablo equivalent to a T-pose? He's just there. I played, oh my god. I still think the skeletons are enemies. That's good. I'm good at the game. I played oh, Metroid's getting lost off the top of the screen. I played a little bit of the game with the controller too, and the controller layout is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as like Diablo 2 Resurrected is, because they just give you so many options with the controller, but it's pretty good. It ends up feeling a lot like Gauntlet playing on a controller. That's the closed road. And the cabin's up here. Yeah, I think if I just stick to the main quest, we should be able to get off of the beta specific path pretty quick, and that'll be where it gets more interesting.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Yeah. Pop this off. Oh man, there's got to be a way to turn off mutant background. That seems like a crazy thing to not have. A haircut. I'm getting it grows longer here. I cut it shorter around the ring, but then it gets a little longer here somehow, and then I look like a fucking tampon. A butt tampon. You fucking heard me.
Then at least have the decency to join me for supper.
I like this guy.
I'm bloody hungry.
Grumpy Cane. Dialogue volume needs to be a little louder, it looks like. Oh, nope, just in the cutscene, I guess.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is.
Maybe it should be a little louder, if it can be.
Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers.
Oh, you know what?
Blood of Lilith.
You know what? With the portable air conditioner unit, what I can do to make it quieter is I can get the fuck away from me.
The daughter.
Hey, Ratchet Toad, how you doing? Yeah, it's The Hobbit. This is The Hobbit 4. Lots of murder. That's what he called it. Tolkien he ran out of ideas at the end. But don't worry, the Funko Pops that they sell for it, they will be exactly the same as every other Funko Pop, with slight, tiny changes.
Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons.
Yeah, it was
Serves
huge into Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. Way back in the day. I liked Diablo 3 early on, although it wasn't anywhere near as fun. The trading was good. I liked the real auction house.
What will you do?
And the economy in games like that is really fun. And I got lost in Path of Exile for
Find out what she's after.
thousands of hours. Because trade works great in Path of Exile, and that's a really fun part of coming up through the game, is being able to trade for stuff.
Then we'll start in Kiovashad.
Seeing a really cool item and being like, oh, I wanna build out something like that. I wanna find that item, and then finding other things from there. It's weird that we're seeing a little bit of render lag only in cutscenes. How you doing tonight, Ratchet? This is my weekend. It's my Friday. Oh, I've lost my cursor. There it is. It's weirdly small on the 4K display. Got a boomer riddle for you? I'm ready to boom. Okay, going back. We don't need to explore. We'll explore later.
Lilith's evil is...
But yeah, Diablo 3's gameplay was nowhere near as fun. And then when they removed the trading from the game, all my desire to play it was gone. Because there wasn't really much left. This has been pretty fun so far, but I think without significant trade, it won't be great, but we'll see. There's trading for everything except legendary, so it could end up being fun if legendaries actually matter in the endgame. I haven't dug into it yet because I kind of wanted to explore it on my own. He's always on time, but he was always late. How? Let's see, it's Pride Month, and you said boomers, so I'm gonna guess it's something about, trans person on their period? That would be my guess. That's the most boomeriest thing I can think would be, that a boomer would think was funny. I'm going the wrong way. See, I get distracted and I want to explore right away. Can't help myself. But, I mean, I'll go touch treasure chests if I see them. Oh, actually, I'm getting a little bit of lag now. We're not getting significant render lag in Diablo, or in the stream, but I am getting a little bit of render lag. I got the FPS on screen. I'll bring the DLS back down if it's bad. DLSS performance on this game has been really good, though. I have high hopes that it'll work good on my handheld if it's looks this goddamn good while I'm streaming. His name was actually always on time. Wow, that's even worse. That's... What's older than a boomer? What's the oldest generation? That's a grandpa riddle.
I'm out of essence.
Never thought I'd live to see all that.
Yeah, I'm really hoping this strikes a balance. What I really want is I want something a lot more like Diablo 2, and I really hope this is that. And it felt really good when I was playing through the betas. I had a lot of fun with it. I liked playing it with friends and people who I don't like. Friends of friends? What do you call a friend of a friend who is somebody you also can't stand talking to, but you're only tolerating because they're your friend's friend? Wow, why does he stand like that? Why do you stand like that? Don't stand like that! Oh, I was supposed to talk to the guy back there. I'm going too fast. Only 145 frames dropped since the last event. I'm going to reset it again just so I can see it. My render time per frame here... Oh, there. Frame rate spiked down for a sec. But then it calmed down. So it seems like it's just a problem with when you click off and click back on that the DLSS probably gets confused.
Well, he's real.
We'll set it back to performance. I imagine it'll only get worse. I'll let this play for a second. I'm going to actually move this air conditioner out of my goddamn air shot.
They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
Got it too.
Let's not linger. Kiovashad lies just ahead.
Wheels. Although I bet especially with a portable air conditioner. I bet the longer that tube gets, the less good it works. But that should help keep the temperature down without my goddamn eardrums blowing out all the time. Yeah, there's been some really weird hate already coming out for Pride Month, and it's just, I don't know. I don't say I get it. Like I'm definitely a big supporter of trans and non-cis people. But the weird corporate enthusiasm, it doesn't feel like anybody's forcing anything down my throat, but it seems like virtue signaling, like screaming for attention, and I get that that's how it works. That's how all the advertising works, but it's still, I can still understand how that would be irritating, but I also think that for 99% of people, that irritation is because of their bigotry. And that's a good argument for why it's, you know, an effective way to tell people to fuck off with their awfulness. Make people feel bad about being awful. Okay. Oh, no, we are in performance. Oh, yeah. See what ultra performance looks like. We're on a 60 FPS display. I'm going to look one more time for mute and background while we're playing Settings Simulator here again. Oh, I'm going to set sharpening a little higher, too. Limits cutscenes to 30. It's kind of gross. Turn that off. See if it breaks everything. What Ford did. Ford's really gay truck. I thought that was an excellent thing that stepped a little beyond virtue signaling into, like, actually making a statement. Checking this may greatly improve performance. We're gonna turn that on and see how bad it looks. Save. We're gonna look one more time for mute and background. Oh, play in background. That's why we didn't see it. I'm fucking blind. They did open it up 10 minutes early, which was really nice. Props to Blizzard. I wish they had let us sit in the settings menu for like an hour, because I would have been really happy to play with the settings forever. OFX looks pretty gross.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We have no time for this.
Blah, blah, blah. Time to play with our wood.
Overshad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Yeah. At the same time, I definitely understand an argument for even the stuff that I would interpret as annoying virtue signaling as being a way to shame people who are awful, which I honestly, as somebody who's relatively shameless, I also think that it is a really useful tool for preventing a lot of people from being stupid.
As the fire burns them.
This is a waste of time.
Scribbled on my
Did
wood.
you say something? Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you.
Oh.
Welcome to Kyovashad.
Oh, skill point. I will say, Pride Month is when you get to see some of the dumbest takes from boomers, and that tends to be pretty entertaining. Every fourth cast makes enemies vulnerable, or 2% increased damage per minion. We're not going hard on minions, so that can suck it. What else do we have? Oh, bone splinters can apply vulnerable. That seems really nice. Or bonus critical chance. We're going to go with vulnerable. Yeah, so far the status effects seem really, really simplified. And actually kind of, oh, Gauntlet-esque.
So, What did you write on the
But I had a ton of fun playing it co-op and playing it solo.
after the dry
So it seemed like they had a really good theme going with it.
What part he plays in all this?
The world bosses were challenging, and the relatively cheap respecs means that you can like respec to build around your group at least early on. And I hope that sticks around for a while too. Man.
Sway back.
I did all the story stuff. I'm not gonna get anything new. Oh, I think I get a horse, right? For KFC? Some type of KFC related thing? Cool. Is that the KFC horse? Do I really get like a meat dog horse? I mean, it's better than a regular horse. Theme Mother's Guidance. So I think that means I have it already unlocked. I have this one because I pre-ordered it. That horse is bloody, but I like this horse. This horse is the edgiest horse. Oh, and then I got some weird pre-order themes. Horse armor, because of course there's horse armor. Cool. I don't have any trophies. Shouldn't I have trophies for doing the world boss? I don't know. I'll look it up later. But I know I did all the things. I should have all the things except for the last KFC cosmetics, because fuck KFC. My frame's dropping. It feels like I'm stuttering. Capture? I wonder if display capture is better than game capture. Look it up real quick. Game capture OBS. Captures overlays and everything else, but it sounds like they use about the same backend. And it says game capture is usually preferred. So, but a lot of people are focusing on privacy. But I have the desktop cleared for the most part, but we'll leave it this way. You know, waypoints. But definitely getting some weird stutter. I wonder if that's a DLSS artifact or an OBS capture artifact or a monitor issue. Oh, actually, I should be able to move it without it breaking anything. Oh, nope, that totally breaks stuff. Never mind. Did it freeze? Okay, it's back. Yeah, weird. I don't know. It's playable. It's not a game where it needs to be crazy fast, too, so. And these streams are always slow when I'm doing stuff like a new game that's way out of line with what I normally stream. But I also think it's really nice to capture my initial thoughts with something like this. Something like this actually would have been kind of fun to stream with a group, but I also didn't really have the capacity to put together a LAN like right after work. Okay, I want the story items to be a different color than that.
Sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No
Yeah.
chance.
What was the default color for story items? Oh, that's the object highlight color. Okay. Let's go with a orangier color. As long as it's not the exact same color as legendaries. But even if it was. Where's that strange amulet? Oh, it's still blue. Okay, so maybe blue is just what they're using for story items, or maybe it doesn't reload right away. I don't know. Okay, if that's what they want to do. I just thought it was the color I chose. Or I forgot to save. That's also very possible. I am very good at... Nope, I changed it. Does it use the NPC highlight color? And it scaled it down a little bit? Nope, that's just the color they chose. Oh, that's fine. I feel like that's a different color than it was, but that's fine.
Apologies.
I do like this guy though. We lost Deckard Cain in the last one, but Deckard's role was a little weaker in Diablo 3, I would say. Compared to Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected.
These days, we are few in number.
Lowrath, he hits this really good point between the Dark Wanderer and Deckard. And I feel like accompanying him will be interesting. I'm not super invested in the lore and the story, but I'm familiar with it and I generally liked it. Oh, we dropped some more frames for render lag.
But don't
Okay.
forget about the cathedral.
I'd have a problem.
They'll be expected.
Keep an eye on it.
And they might prove to be useful allies too.
With me.
I'm going to the dry staff.
That was
to find
weird.
out who that pale man is.
It really seems like...
When you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to...
Yeah, weird. The voice volume is weirdly low, and I couldn't turn it up. So I'd have to turn everything else down and then turn my audio up. It's not super important right now, but I'll do that once we get to the new story content that I haven't seen already.
Paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it.
I don't know. Good and evil are a lot less clear in this one, and for a set of games where you were literally on the side of the angels fighting demons in hell, and the angels were kind of dicks, but they always came around, I'm really hoping that this is a lot more gray area. I feel like that's an unexplored area that that Diablo would do well to do. And the story's delivery has been great. I know I'm talking over it, but the voice acting's been really solid. It seems to be the setting seems to be Ukrainian-ish.
I did not know.
Or like Romanian, like that kind of Europe, the poorer but functional cold areas.
Humanity from the daughter of hatred.
And that's what the accents remind me of, but I'm terrible with accents. Not Lowrath, obviously. Lowrath is a really just straight sound. Old English accent. Okay, we are gonna stick to the main quest so I can see new things. So, oh yeah, and it's called Kyovashad. I feel like it's based on Ukraine. Can't say for sure. Not good at geography or geology, but it sure seems like it. We got any better tits yet? We do not. I'm not gonna do two here. Yeah, we have Town Portal unlocked by default.
Father bless. What do you need?
Oh, are any of these... Oh, pants. Oh, good, you can equip stuff in here now. That's good. Two-handed sword. Do not represent any upgrades. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, stupid player titles. Did I get any special ones? For... Oh, okay. I did not get any special titles, it looks like, for playing the beta. That's too bad. That would have been a really fun thing if there was, like... Even if it was stupid, if it was, like, beta boy garbage. Beta boy early payer dipshit. Oh wait, we are gonna do this little quest here. They moved her. They moved her. She used to be standing somewhere else. But this one she has you go up here and use an emote, and then you get a bunch of stuff for it. So we're gonna do that.
Impressive.
Yeah, I clapped.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it.
It's a weird thing to say after asking me to do it.
Damn cold, isn't it? But at least we're safe. Beyond these walls, darkness reigns.
Pretty crappy reward, but okay. Oh, I wish I had a movement skill. I think that was the one kind of rough thing about Necromance. Either they didn't have a movement skill, or it wasn't anywhere near as good as the Blizzard, as the Sorceress, and the Rogue's movement skills. The Rogue could really output some damage, but I did not enjoy the melee Rogue, and that's kind of what I wanted to do, was melee heavy. Especially with how bad the Barbarian was. I hope that those have improved by now. And that the Necromancer nerfs are not too significant, but the Necromancer was a lot of fun. And it wasn't just that there were some really OP builds for the Necromancer, but what really stuck out was that,
Here, take the knight's report before you go.
The, Necromancer...
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet.
The Necromancer could, do a lot of really cool stuff even without the summons, which I thought was really, really cool. Oh, I can access the Book of the Dead already. Okay. And if I ditch the skeletons, I get increased critical chance. I feel like I might not have enough damage output to want to ditch the skeletons yet. But we'll give it a shot, and if it gets really rough, we'll bring him back up so we have some meat shields. But that stood out. Unlike previous Necromancers where bone and poison builds were just not viable at all. Bone, blood, poison were not really that viable without really specialized gear. It actually felt like bone and blood stuff was focusable, that you could go just solo blood magic asshole. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some weird stutter, even though it's not showing in the frame rate measurement thing. I will take the town quest if I find them. There we go. I want to track that one. And I don't remember the straightest way there. I'm just going to kind of meander my way there. Oh, cool. Is the Necromancer left-handed? He's totally left-handed. Oh, I have it in his left hand. It defaulted to the left hand, though. Oh, I can't change them. Yeah, he's left-handed. Oh. I remember some people getting mad that Link was left-handed in, I want to say Skyward Sword? Or maybe he's left-handed all the time, but he was right-handed in Skyward Sword. Oh, yeah. Not having skeletons frees up the skill slot, too. Which, unfortunately, I would say that was my strongest criticism, is the skill slots were very limiting. And I understand wanting to keep it simpler for balance purposes. Like, I get where they're coming from. I just hate it a little. But we don't have a dedicated skill slot for, like, the ultimate skill, which made them feel really pointless, because a lot of them have the capacity to do a lot of burst damage. It's nowhere near as much damage or utility as you get out of, a skill for some classes. It's just a regular skill that has a slower cooldown, or no cooldown, or just resource usage. Oh, okay.
I need more essence.
I'm gonna do world events if they're floating around. These are fun. So far, I seem to be fine with without skeletons.
I need more essence.
Ow. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Can you stop? Oh, those are fear. Okay. Oh, oh, god damn it. I accidentally grabbed the window. Don't do that. Man, it really gets spastic if the window moves, even if it doesn't change sizes. We did a really bad job there, but we're fine. Sweet. Oh, that's why I want to do them too. The murmuring obols are always, always, always useful. Okay, so more skill points. Don't have the next pile on the tree. We can grab another skill. Remember if Bloodlance was nice. I really wish I remembered what my skill set was. Oh, actually, I might have posted it in one of the Discords that I was in. Oh, let's see. From office.com. Oh, it won't let me search when it's in streamer mode. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Has image. That'll work. Not too many people post images. Oh, you can click the images without jumping. That's convenient. Oh, I have a picture of my necromancer. That's kind of nice. Oh, I posted a picture of the equipment, but not the skills. That's really annoying. Oh, the Jar of Souls event started again? I guess I can just stand here and wait for the event. Oh, that's kind of great for lazy farmers while you're watching TV. Really cool. I feel like that can't be intentional, but I'll take it if it is. Oh, Blood Boy, here again. All Blood Boy on me. I need to make the cursor larger. I keep losing track of the cursor. It's very, very small, and it's gray, and the ground is gray.
I'm out of essence.
Yeah, I'm definitely losing track of the cursor. I gotta fix that immediately. Actually, it does seem like you still get stacked damage in a lot of cases. I'll have to look into what the Necromancer nerfs entailed and what they did from there. Wait, did I not get obols again? No, I did. They pick up automatically when you walk over them. I'm gonna hang out here. Seems smart. Oh, was that my... Nope, that was the Barbarian. Damn. I'm just really curious what skills I went with, for the goddamn Necromancer, but it doesn't look like I stuck him in there. Too bad. Taking some screenshots somewhere else. I'm not gonna dick for him now. Oh, we dropped a lot more frames. Interesting. The ultra performance. I mean, I'm capturing for stream. Encode really shouldn't cost that much, but we are cranking it down from... Oh, we aren't even at that high a GPU usage. Do we have access to resolution scale? Oh, we do have resolution percentage. Oh, but it's not accessible. Oh, that's what you would use instead of DLSS. Oh, we'll set the quality to medium. We will bring down fog quality. Probably good. Fog quality and low effect should be a big difference here. I just wanted to smooth for the capture. Yeah, the lack of an ultimate slot was a really dumb thing. One other thing that I was on too. That was kind of a big deal. I don't remember what it was. Oh wait, I leveled up. Oh, really? The event just started again? Unbelievable. Because I feel like you could idle farm some of these events then. Hello, Blood Boy.
I'm out of essence.
Yeah, I put enough stuff in the jar. Now the angry ghost can come. I didn't really have to do much. Just kind of stand and wait for stuff. Not mad. I'll take it. It's fun. It'll be really fun to burn time that way while I'm grilling out tomorrow. No, Saturday. It's not Friday. It's just my Friday. Fuck.
Father bless.
I don't know if selling or breaking down is a better bet, but I'm going to stick with salvaging for now. I have unoccupied ring and helm slots. Maybe I'll go burn some obols. I feel like I should save them, but you also have a limited capacity. And I just got a bunch, so I guess it'll be fun to do a gamble.
Father bring you luck?
Yeah.
Oh, bad luck.
Wow. You couldn't have given me something yellow, lady? Very mean. Oh, I should grab some of these keys. These are useful too.
Until next time.
I gotta rock a piss. Oh, I may as well upgrade while I'm here. I think we're all clapped out over there. What are these? Damage goes up how much? 1? It goes up 1? Ouch. That's my reminder to take my vitamins and get ready for stream. Oops. Yeah, the low number of skill slots does feel a little crappy. I really liked how expanded Diablo 2 Resurrected is, and I'm actually kind of excited to return to D2R, and I know the longer I wait, the more really cool that'll be. Because not only are there new rune words, but Diablo 2 always made it really hard to have a lot of skills at the ready. you basically had your 2. And then you might scroll the wheel to access some other ones, but it was really hard to do that esports in a pinch. So you stuck with your 2. And it was workable to do it that way. Oh yeah, or function keys could give you access to other ones, but it was never really perfect. And I think really only sorcerers would kind of make use of that more heavily. But now that anybody can cast like up to 12 or 14 skills, I feel like there must be new builds, and there's probably new meta, and even room for theory crafting. Even real room for actual original build ideas for you to have yourself. A lot like in Path of Exile, where you can call a little bit of an audible to make a build work better for the specific items that you've found. Especially if those items have unusual rolls and that kind of stuff. And Diablo isn't going to not be as static with rune words or anything. But there's still a lot of potential there. I hope that that potential is here too. Oh, there. Defenders. Shield bearers. That can do some stuff, or they can be sacrificed. Or 15% non-physical resistance. That honestly seems really useful. Oh, new group. Hello. Oh, corpse explosion. Let's go. And blood mist. No. Oh, I want everything. We'll start with corpse explosion. That is damage now. Blood mist is really useful. See, we don't need corpses for skeletons. We need them for this. I fucking love that it's free. I love so much that the only cost is corpses. Oh, you can't explode the deer? Well, what are you gonna do? Because it sets off chain reactions like that, and it's amazing. In a game like this, it's amazing. There are a lot of ways to scrape meat off of bosses, too. So you can generate corpses while you're fighting. Large, like, single-target bosses. So you're also not in one of those positions where you often were in older ARPGs, where a build that was built for crowd control just was not as viable for bossing. Which I like. I like a lot. I have trouble imagining how an ultimate slot would be a bad thing, though, if we just had a button that only appeared when the ultimate wasn't on cooldown. I really feel like that would just be smart. And I'm surprised they didn't hear and respond to that feedback from, I'm sure, hordes of us. Artillery? Lethal? I'll take that. All crits, all day. I really love that every shrine is a movement speed shrine. I don't know who thought of that, who was like, a movement speed shrine doesn't give you enough. And then they were probably like, well, let's do movement and crit. Well, let's do movement and artillery too. That's nice. Wait, let's just put movement speed on everything. Oh my god, that's the right answer. But you do feel like an asshole as soon as it wears off. They might have given us too much movement speed, but I feel like we move a little slow without it. I haven't seen what high movement speed looks like on boots later, but I really hope it's like 50%. Then I will be less annoyed. If it claps out at 20%, I'll be a little sad.
What do you need?
Prava sent me.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's been nagging us about that demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother.
Yeah. I'll let you guys listen to him blather on for a minute. I'm gonna rock a piss. I'll be right back. Oh, he's done already. Tell me a story. Doesn't have a story. I gotta piss anyway. I'm not gonna do the piss scene. I'll just leave it. I'll be right back real quick. Hello. I wandered off without switching to the break scene to piss. How you doing tonight, Super Ammo? Oh. Yeah, we're doing Diablo. No Mario Maker here.
Can't you see I'm busy? Yes, the nights are not preferred.
Okay, and I'm kind of booking it through the 25 area as fast as I can. Through the main quest, because I'd like to see the stuff I haven't seen yet. Okay, northeast. But I still like it. I had a lot of fun with the beta. It's still good now. I played a little bit of D2R. I played a little bit of D3, and I regret it. D3 really just doesn't have a lot of life to it. There just isn't much good in the bones. Trade was the only thing that kept me active with it. And then after trade was gone, it was really clear that, like, there just isn't anything I care about here. Whereas Path to Exile, I've played without digging hard into the trade economy, just to check out the new endgame stuff a couple of times, and usually have a lot of fun with it, but I usually get pulled back into trading too. Of all the homework they copied from Path to Exile here, Paragon Board is just Path to Exile skill tree that's made simpler. I wish they had stolen trade economy. But we supposedly can trade up through rares. It's just the legendaries and materials that are account bound, so maybe gold will matter and it'll be cool. Maybe not.
Are you Vigo? I was sent...
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard hasn't been great for a while.
I know what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, there's no qualifier there.
Beast strode right past where you stand.
Blizzard's been bad. They've been doing bad. Diablo Immortal was a goddamn travesty, and they never apologized. They were never like, yeah, you know what? Evil isn't really our bag. Whale chasing is not really our bag. All that Overwatch shit where they re-released it as a free-to-play game and then fucked over everybody who bought it. And it was just like, so you guys admit that the TF2 idea you were stealing was not really a good idea, but you're still gonna fuck the people who paid you. Fuck you.
She did.
But it's been really good. It has legitimately been really good. And there definitely seems like some kinks in the thought processes, like really limited number of skills. No ultimate slot really sticks out.
You speak of the daughter of hatred.
But there seem to have been some really good choices too. It's been really fun.
She wasn't angry.
I had a lot of fun on all the betas, so I bought it so that I could play the esports, the whole thing early.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, I would like to follow you, but you're really bad at doors, bud. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hoist is stuck.
Well, I love that because WoW got so far up its own ass that it kind of disappeared. And then eventually they did the WoW Classic thing, right? Where they, like, restarted WoW from the beginning so that you could play the beginning again. But you had to pay more, right? Or was it just the regular monthly fee? Makes stuff explode. I gotta remap my mouse keys, too. I autopiloted back to what I was doing in the beta, and the buttons were not bound. Oh, I need to make the goddamn cursor bigger, too. Alright, I'll just town portal back. They'll probably be here when I get back. Yeah, World of Warcraft never managed to really suck me in. Even early on, my initial impression from World of Warcraft, just from watching people play it, was this a Skinner box. This is a designed Skinner box that's meant to turn your time into their money, and you don't want to lose them. Then you throw good after bad because you're invested in. I'm not doing that. It was free with regular, but now it's a clusterfuck, and they added pay to win shit. Oh my god. They used to invest in like psychologists to figure out the easiest way to get real bang for their buck, but now it's just like whatever will turn the fucking money wheels, man. Just do it. Okay, maybe under gameplay? Maybe controls? Oh, weird. I would really like to make the cursor bigger. The cursor is very small, and I am losing a gray cursor on a gray background pretty often on a 4K display that's kind of not super close to me. It's a 65-inch, but it's not in my up my nose. I don't think it would be in sound, but I just felt like I should roll through each of them. Oh, maybe it's in accessibility. That would make sense. Cursor scale, yes! Oh, thank God for that. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, that makes such a good difference. Oh, that's great. Oh, thank God for that setting. Yeah. And, you know, props to you if you can play WoW without it turning into a huge cash sink, but the way dailies worked and the way everything was kind of built to keep you engaged, it just felt bad. It looked bad. It looked unethical from the ground up, and it seemed like things were looking bad. And then the way they behaved with Diablo 3, where they just ripped trading out of the game and turned it all into account bound, just, I don't know. It's always seemed like Blizzard doesn't know what they're doing. Like, honestly, I don't have a lot of love for Microsoft, but I think Microsoft buying Blizzard was probably the best thing that could have happened.
I lack the required essence.
I kind of miss when Activision did really awesome stuff, too. Activision published a bunch of the Tony Hawk games, didn't they?
Keep close. Maybe.
I think it was Neversoft early on, and then I think Neversoft got absorbed by Activision. I don't know, it's been a while. I miss the classic Tony Hawk games, too.
I'm going on.
Spent all your weekly points on the wrong piece. Oh. Now you gotta wait another week, or let me guess, you can pay more to not have to wait? Pay to not wait, I think, is a hard cutoff for me generally. Because pay to not wait is basically always evil. And they act like, so many people act like pay to not wait isn't pay to win. It is the most pay to win it is. The time is fucking money. Yeah, and then you fucked off. And then that was the end. Why am I not doing this constantly? Yeah, they are saying that Diablo 4 is cosmetic microtransactions only. If they change that, I'm really hoping that we'll be able to establish like an actual lawsuit. Like, no, we bought this under the premise that it would be cosmetic only. You can't do shady microtransactions now, and hopefully get our money back. Or, you know, they lose a giant class action lawsuit and it brings a lot of attention to unethical fucking developer choices. Yeah, they sure used to be. Although I haven't had to deal with customer service in a really long time. I would assume it's worse now. Oh, you mean your ticket, like your ticket with them? That like the misclick kind of thing, yeah. Well, didn't they? I seem to remember seeing a thing that they fired all their like GMs a while back, like their game managers, the in-game mods, basically. Okay, Blood Mist, let's go. I'm ready to get misty. Maintaining staff like that's expensive, but also replacing it with nothing is always rough. And almost globally, everybody has replaced a lot of their support staff with outsourced teams whose only goal is to close the ticket as fast as possible. And it doesn't matter what they have to do. So it's usually they're just trying to dump tickets. That's sad. Right, Crackers? I have all the cats. And they're all just out of frame. Oh, you can see one cat ear here. You can sniff? You want to sniff me? Yeah, you're cute. Yeah, that big cursor makes a big difference.
What's special about this place anyway? What would draw Lilith here?
Seems weird to not scale the cursor on a fucking 4K display. But I'm glad they have the option to do it.
Nothing comes out. That's all.
Alright. Crawl in the hole, lady.
No lift. The jam must be deeper down.
I always wanted like an actual action MMO, like something closer to an action RPG, or really Genshin Impact was terrible, but something with some more like that, like more of an action platformer style combat of RPG that was an MMO. I feel like would be unbelievably fun. But not in any of the stupid MMO grindy stuff, just in that it was massively multiplayer and online. I was playing it was a first and third person shooter that was trying to also be an MMO. It was really, really good back in the day. What the hell was it called? The company folded though. They could not figure out a good way to monetize it. Try Blue Chew. I made it bigger naturally.
Why would your mother?
Yeah, it's hard to get other people to want to grind something else, and I assume that's most of the target base is trying to peel people off of WoW. It's hard to convince other people this is what you want. You want that kind of game that you like that's also an MMO. So I feel like the best we're really going to get out of it is stuff like Destiny and Borderlands. It's the closest we'll ever get. That's just kind of a small group co-op experience. Path of Exile is a lot of fun. You have a lot of agency and engagement in Path of Exile, but it does start to fall apart a little bit in that the damage is really jagged, and there isn't really a good way to prepare for it. Just end game is very hard, and a huge wall.
Damn mine's caving in.
Requiem Bloody Mare. But it's gone now. Firefall? I think it was called Firefall is what I was thinking of. A lot of shooter elements, but a lot of RPG elements in the shooter. Flagship Studios, a bunch of Diablo people who peeled off, went on to make an action RPG first and third person like hack and slash shooter that was really good. Hellgate London, but it fell apart. EA forced them to release when they needed a pushback because they just weren't ready, and it just got shredded by reviews and people just didn't want it. And it was a ton of fun, and it was unlike anything ever since. The only thing that has come close is kind of Borderlands, but Borderlands had almost no focus on one actual like party-based MMO stuff, and online play. Borderlands is focused on co-op. Oops, those are gonna. Oh, those didn't hurt very much. But it was definitely way, way ahead of its time. It still exists now. Some shady ass Chinese company bought it out and turned it into a microtransaction-filled nightmare. Yeah, it really could have been. I have never. Nothing else was fun like that. Like a game where like accuracy was controlled, like your bullet spread and that kind of thing was such a cool idea. of like you still being able to overcome stat failures with skill to a point. Oh, I fell over. Okay. Don't walk through cave-ins.
An opening.
It's really too bad that nobody else has wanted to do something Hellgate London-like, because I really feel like a MMO that was Hellgate London-y that gave you a lot to do like they did would be so much fun.
The tunnel's closed.
Especially with more modern quest building that isn't just infinite fetch quests, that people have come up with better ways to do stuff. And like Diablo 4 was criticized for some of that in their dungeons, that a lot of them were go get a thing and put it somewhere else, kill every monster, or one other thing that I'm not thinking of that was stupid. Okay. Ring. Fancy tits. Fancy dress. Fancier dress. Really? How are all those pants an upgrade over each other backwards? Slightly better gloves.
We need to...
Yeah, your mom. Yourmom.com. I'm not normally a click through all the story stuff, but I played through the entire beta 6 times. I did every character up to 25. So I'm good on the opening stuff. I am surprised at how good this looks on literally the lowest graphic settings, which I've cranked way down because it's been fighting with the stream a little bit.
Over there, the hoist.
I'm very excited to see if I can hit 120 hertz at higher graphic settings. I would like to hope so when I'm playing outside of stream. But you never know. Yeah, GPU's surviving. It's doing its job. It's not even clapped out, but when in the fights it was grinding a little bit, and when it grinds, we lose. The stream starts to really suffer too.
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
Good thing I can magically open it by rubbing my hands together. That's one of those things I can't believe we haven't fixed at this point. Like, dude, you can't have them put their hand up to a door and, like, just put their head down and have that be the thing. Like, something better than, like, basic interaction activity. Basic interaction activity. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. There were some people who were running into some stuff. Man, I get it. I get it. You have deadlines you have to meet. You absolutely have to do the thing. But, man, when developers do that weird stuff where they do, like, hacky, like, direct hardware addressing stuff because they can't figure out a way to do it because some API or something they need to make the call is broken, so they just go around it, and then it makes a fucking mess. And it's just like, how does this keep happening? Because we had that happen with, that shitty Amazon RPG that was almost great. What the hell was it called? Shit. I need to know. New World. Amazon's New World was almost great. Oh my god, it was so good. So close to almost great. And they just shit the bed. But they had that too. There was a weird update with New World where it was breaking a bunch of people's GPUs, and it was real spooky.
A woman.
New World was almost great, and if you like a grindy game, you might get a kick out of it. It actually had really good combat. It was almost like a simplified Souls-like in a way that was rewarding, but like my girlfriend who would never play a Souls-like also enjoyed it. And there's good ranged options, and the collaborative like fights, like the actual big world events, are amazing. Like big 100-man group raid type things with like these huge like wave-based things and huge boss. It was all great, but almost all of the really cool content is locked behind level 50, which is like a 200-hour investment.
Give up, girl.
200 plus, and you can't start doing it till 50, and you can't start doing like the good PvP stuff till 60, and it's just unbelievable how much time you had to put into that fucking game before you could get to the good content, and it just, I don't know, kind of drifted, stopped caring. I think a lot of other people stopped caring too, because I remember the servers were basically falling apart and they merged everything together.
evil itself. Mox sanctuary.
It was so close to perfect, though. Like, if somebody else who wasn't terrible bought New World, after it starts falling apart, or maybe the developers get their head out of their ass, it could turn into something perfect. But I also feel like a game like that, if it doesn't trend up from the start, like Valheim is a good example where it kind of explodes and then stays good, it's fun to return to. Something like New World, I feel like returning to it will just feel bad. It was also a little microtransaction-y too. I don't think they were cosmetic, but they were convenience, and they were almost pay to not wait. I think fast travel, you could pay to fast travel. But you could also farm the fast travel stuff in a really fun world events that you needed to do anyhow, but it was still really annoying.
I'm sorry, kid.
And then you couldn't go around it until you could buy houses, which gave you fast travel without cooldowns. But then I think maybe you could buy houses with money too. It's hard to remember. But I remember it wasn't terrible, but it was so close to terrible. And I'm pretty hard line about it. And it was really close to me being like, fuck this game. It's right on the edge. Yeah, Valheim is amazing. The one thing that soured me on Valheim is I wish they would focus on an end game. Like, I don't want to do Yagluth or whoever the end boss is and then just be done. And that's it. And it's like, now what? Like, give us an end game. Give us a last thing to do. And then expand from there if you want. But then expand backwards into the core game as well. Because it feels weird for it to end so unceremoniously.
Lilith can't be too far.
It sucks to finish the content that's there.
What is this?
And then to be like, now what? And I know it's early access, but also it's been in early access for like 2 years now. It's time for the game to end and then keep expanding it.
Daughter of hatred.
I'm gonna smoke.
I have.
That one can play.
You seek. You hunger for knowledge. You dragged your child.
The Queen now? And they're putting out, yeah, Ashlands and Frozen North. I would really like to see some built-in boat combat stuff. Would be really fun.
Is that what you want to believe?
I would also really love it if you could raid other people's worlds with your boats. There was some talk of doing that in Rust, where you might be able to raid other servers, basically, like visit other islands and raid them and stuff like that. Nobody's ever really done something like that yet, like almost like a EVE Online type of thing, like a large-scale combat that's like that I think it would be so much fun in games like that.
Yet know so little. Will you accept my offer?
Especially with a good, like, risk-reward ask, like, hey, you enable your public server for these types of things, you'll be in this list, and it increases the drops, and then you are able to access this very special thing that's only available if this is turned on. But if it's turned on, other people will raid your server because they have to have it turned on too, and the raids are not optional or something.
Be sure.
Sometimes I see visions.
Oh yeah, a buddy of mine was playing around with that, with the with the one of the shipbuilding mods that he had installed on his server. But he said it was janky, that loading back in would tend to kill you or break the ship, and then they gave up on it. I don't know if that's better now, but I know that was his initial thing. He was real into the boat combat too, and it was just that it ended up being kind of a disaster. I am a blood fart. Oh good, he revived the big one. Okay. Ah, damn shaman.
I'm low on essence.
Every Diablo game. Okay. Can I see enough of the map to care? Yeah, I kind of can. Yeah, let's go this way then. Portal back to your boat. That's kind of great. Bigger corpse explosion. And hurts vulnerable enemies more. Come on. Overpower. Fortifies. Or... Oh, leaves behind corpses. Yeah, okay. Where the next couple of points are going. Mobile portal's pretty great. Yeah, mobile portal. And then a little home base where you can, you know, roll back out from. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. And then from there, you basically, if you make the boat big enough, that's everything. That's all your crafting and everything's probably on the boat too. And you just live on the boat. The best possible nomad life. Everybody over here? Yeah. Oh, the fuck, am I tired already? Team change character to Luigi. No, Luigi! I should have turned that one off. Say bye-bye to your points. They're gone now. Oh, I can't open that yet. Okay. I'll go down here. Oh, yeah. I need to rebind my dodge to this button, too. That one I really need. So let's do that. Controls, ability 1, let's do this. Then 1, 2, 3. And then, evade, that. Mouse pull. Okay. That'll do corpse explosion, and that will dodge. Oh, don't dodge onto there.
I need more time.
There.
Yeah, no Luigi's here. Maybe if I was in town, I could go dye my hat green. Pretend to be Luigi. Yeah, Diablo 3 had good couch co-op. But it essentially... It really was just like a boring... After they removed, like, trading, for me, it was just boring Gauntlet. And so much of it was just, like, hold to win. And that's what really... It really felt like you didn't have a lot of agency and your skills weren't that important. Yeah, hardcore will give you some fun. That was one of my favorite things to do with a group in Diablo 2. Was Iron Man's, where you, Diablo 2 Iron Man was everybody levels up to, I think it was 15 when you could do PvP, maybe 12. And then once you get to 15, you go back to town. Once everybody's there, you fucking kill each other.
Rathma, the first necromancer.
It was really, really fun. So early on in Diablo 3, there was a real money auction house and then a player-based auction house, as well as the ability to trade anything. There was no account-bound anything in the game. There was a lot of pushback against the real money auction house. So in an attempt to satisfy people who are upset about the real money auction house, they removed the real money auction house. They removed the gold auction house, where players could just trade for gold offline. And then they removed all trading and made almost everything account bound. And the only thing that you could do was, I think, drop items to each other as long as they dropped in the same game. But then after you left the game or whatever, the instance, then they became account bound or soul bound or whatever. But it used to be a lot better. And it used to have a lot more active trading, similar to like Path of Exile did, with a really cool thing. And I know that's not everybody's favorite thing. That is a big part of games like this for me. That keeps me coming back to them. And yeah, their ridiculous removal was crazy. I made money on the real money auction house because I would sell those like 99.9 percentile items because I was perfectly happy with the 99%. Once I was at the point where I could clear all content quickly, clearing it a little faster didn't matter to me. I liked selling stuff for money and then buying stuff for gold. But I would have been fine with them removing the real money auction house if that was generally what the player base wanted. I wouldn't have been mad. I would have been a little upset, but I would get it. Removing all trading was an insane overreaction, and I have no idea how that happened, why they did that. I know a lot of it was that people were upset about the legendary drop rates being a little low in the game, because that was to balance for the player economy. I always liked that in Path of Exile, so it made sense in there. And it also meant that when you got legendaries, they felt special. disabling all of that so they could make legendaries drop like candy seems like you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater because you're thirsty and you need the bathtub for water. Like, dude, get a cup. Get a fucking cup. Do this better. Add another class of items that can be extremely rare and not tradable and leave trading in for everything else. Do ultra mythics. Angelic mythics and satanic mythics. It's right there. Satanic legendaries, angelic mythics. Boom. Problem solved. Trade stays exactly as it is. New class items that are always account bound. Boom. You can drop those like fucking candy so they don't flood the economy or whatever. It was just baffling. It was baffling how they played it all out, and it was really disappointing. But very quickly it was clear after that was gone too that there just wasn't much to Diablo beyond that. Without stuff like rune words and much capacity to do any build crafting or theory crafting, like, there wasn't really a good reason to do anything but figure out the most efficient thing and do that, and then do that forever. To slightly improve how fast you do the exact same thing. I keep forgetting corpse explosion is a thing. Guy was really annoying. Oh. Got back into WoW because of D3's mythics. They put that into WoW. I gotcha. Yeah. Blizzard is good at one thing, and that is stealing ideas and putting them in other stuff. They took Team Fortress 2 and they removed all the cool stuff and put in tits, and they called that Overwatch. Didn't they have a crappy MOBA that was a Dota knockoff? No, Dota was a knockoff of a mod or something, right? A Warcraft mod? Oh, they did have their own crappy MOBA? That's funny. Well, now they have Call of Duty, right? That's Activision Blizzard, so they don't have to care. Because they've got their money printer, which also sucks. Like, at least Valve's choice with their money printer was like, okay, we have infinite money now. So we're not going to make anything or put anything out unless it's really good. I do wonder what the fuck all those devs do day to day. Esports. Paladin's Conspiracy Theory. What's Paladin? Is that something I didn't play, or is that related to Smite? It does seem like Diablo 4 is pretty good. It seems like the prestige attached to Diablo made them want to do something good with it. So it's really hard to explain what or understand what the fuck happened with Immortal other than we're going to take a popular IP and fuck it with garbage. But God only knows. But at least it didn't ruin this. So far. I feel like the jury's still out. Oh, some say it was stolen from that? That's funny. You know, I loved Team Fortress 2 back in the day, and I really loved the Metroid Prime Hunters multiplayer. It was unbalanced, but like in the funnest possible ways. And I really wish that more people were trying to do something like that that wasn't like crazy complicated. That had like the simplicity of early Counter-Strike with like, not necessarily like a champion-based thing, but like with a lot of diversity in the class that you picked. There was one thing that was looking pretty cool. I have it on my wish list, but I can't remember the name of it. But it was a highly destructible, like King of the Hill style shooter. It wasn't quite Battle Royale, but it was obvious they were kind of playing off that. But it actually looked really fun. And also you could bash walls down with a hammer. and then kill people on the other side of them. Looked really cool. Yeah, I tried playing Overwatch at a LAN, and at no point did it actually feel fun. Like, it just feels like kind of a slog. A slog that's weirdly built around, like, really specific strategies. Never played Red Faction.
Blocked again. Does Lilith know where?
Yeah, she left you petals. Oh, no, we gotta fight stuff. Really? Got close to the statue and then it chains me up? Gotta get away from that. Petals.
Your fear, but I still.
I never heard of Red Faction.
You miss your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
My magpie. She's scared right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's options out there. There are a lot of good ideas out there that just aren't capitalized on. On dial-up. I used to play a lot of Diablo 2 on dial-up. Actually got in a lot of trouble because my dad was on vacation for 2 weeks, right when they dropped the big patch that introduced a whole bunch of new content. And it was like years after the game was done at that point, and they were like, oh, by the way, we're adding in these new charms and this new end game like special event that you have to do all this crazy stuff, and it was really cool. And I was online for basically 2 straight weeks, and my dad was very angry because it was like every time I called it was a busy signal. I couldn't get through. Like, yeah, I was on the fucking game.
As you wish, Mother.
Good. You're ready for lesson 1.
Yeah. I figured out a way when I was a kid to suspend the net zero dialer at the exact right time. Because the net zero dialer needed open internet access to confirm whether or not you had a
one that needs blood.
Valid account, like whether your account was valid for more minutes or whatever. If you suspended it at the right point, it would just connect to the internet and stay connected, and then you just use the internet. And you could do that for free forever. At least as long as I had net zero available, as long as I had a phone line. Yeah, I mean, it's not really hacking if you do it in Task Manager. But it is actually surprising how often that works. Decades later, when I was working one of my first tech jobs, I did really well. I liked the job a lot, but I got moved to after like a year and a half, 2 years, they moved me to doing Comcast support from doing virus removal and heavy diagnostic work elsewhere. I got moved to doing like ISP support stuff because they needed bodies over there. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And they were like, you have to. There's no options. Like, I'm literally like top 1%. I keep getting raises, blah, blah. I don't want to do it. Don't put me over there. No, fuck you. We have to dump as many bodies as we can over there. And then I kept putting in requests for transfers, and it was killing me. I wasn't doing any of my college work. I ended up dropping out of college. What I ended up figuring out, though, is that if I suspended the stupid time tracker thing while I was on a call, it would stay stuck that way and continue to report to the system that I was on a call, which would make the stats look like I was doing my job. My boss was completely fucking checked out, so he didn't notice for like 8 months. When he finally noticed that I hadn't worked a ticket in months, because I do 1 or 2 a day, and then eventually I just stopped. When we were supposed to be doing 30 or 40 a day. When he finally noticed, he wrote me up. He gave me a really stern talking to, right? But it was really clear that there was no way on earth they would let somebody work for months without doing any work, barely any, and get paid. He didn't tell anyone. It was a fake write-up. I got transferred out of fucking Comcast the next fucking week. I was out because he knew if anybody figured out what I was doing, he was gonna get fucking fired too. And then I got to work mid-shift, work overnights, which came with a large raise. And it was much slower, and I actually got to do the work I wanted to do again. And return to being one of the top performing people, because the way it worked is you didn't have to, but you could take on a lot of work at once, and it wasn't slow enough to play video games while you were doing it, but it was really easy to juggle 2 or 3 computers at once, and then you kept busy. So I would always do that, and then I would get really good stats for it. But I really loved it. I probably would have stayed there almost indefinitely because it was a really dynamic environment. But they outsourced everybody to India. And it was one of those really funny calls because this was probably like 2010, 2011 before work from home or video conferencing was real common. So they didn't have a call that was like audio only. We were all able to talk. And as soon as the fucking CEO was telling like literally like 600 people, yeah, all of you are losing your jobs because we're outsourcing it. The number of people swearing all at once, like he just hung up. He just hung up and ended the meeting. And it was really amazing. But, you know, we were all fired. I think they've actually brought a lot of the staff back to North America, too, because the Indian sports team was literally destroying the company because it was terrible fucking sport, because of course it was. Yeah, it was a mess. But, yeah, I know they brought a lot of the jobs back, but they pay way worse now. There are a lot of people looking for work-from-home jobs. And...
I need more time.
Oh, wait. Middle click. I changed it! Probably should have left it as one and middle click, because now I'm trying to do both, but it's not working. Get out of here with that. Okay, is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Gonna do one and middle click and move them back. Sports. Oop, 3, 4. That'll be fine. There. Can do both. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, actually, the smart thing would have been... Nah, I'll just leave it. I'm going to leave it how it is. Oh, weapon racks are weird. It's a lot of animations to drop me a piece of garbage. Gotta pee and cook food to live. Hey, have fun. We'll see you later. Good night there, bud. I probably won't be going for too much longer. I really want to just, like, lean back and relax and not have to yell at it. And getting through the beginning area is going to take a lot longer than I thought. But it sure is nice that there's new Diablo. Good night, bud. Get out of here. I mean, I remember seeing on Reddit a lot of people bitching about the Necromancer nerfs. It doesn't feel unviable yet, and they were bitching, you know, level 20 and under, so... I think if it was real bad, we'd be feeling it already. Okay. Corpse Explosion is still doing a lot of work.
This barrier. It looks like the same kind of magic as before.
Well, get on it.
I think I can dispel it.
Oh, fine. I guess don't let me kill him then, lady. Oh, it's telling me I can upgrade my potion. I'm gonna go do that.
Farewell, and good fortune.
Don't really seem to want to give me
Let's have a look at you.
yellow stuff. Seems like they're rare all over the board. I don't have anything worth upgrading. Do that. Well, it might be worth doing something so that I get the rewards for it. I don't know. It's probably cheap with garbage, right? It is. Does that count? That does count. I wonder if I wait to do those quests if they'll be worth more later. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Melt our shit. Wait, let's check them first. Any tiny upgrades? They don't have anything on them. They're just garbage. Okay, all items. Bye. Oh, that is another thing they should have copied from Path to Exiles. Orbs of Alchemy. Something that would let you cheaply roll an item to yellow or blue. Would have been smart. Would have been real smart.
Well, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the war. I have some I'll not leave you.
Okay, I didn't play with potions at all. I didn't play with the actual, like, other stuff. Go. Better potion. And we don't get more slots yet. We get more slots somehow else, don't we? I swear there's something that gives us more potion charges at some point, too.
Blessings.
Oh, yeah, I'm weirdly tired. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it there. It's been slow. It's been stream's been fighting me a little bit with this. I think that's a good time to get ready to wrap it up here. But I'm really enjoying Diablo 4. It might be fun to return to once we start getting to the end game as like a burner game if Mario Maker's down and I want to do something super chill. But also it's just a game I'm gonna play either way. But you guys have a good night. I'm very excited to play more Diablo 2, and I'm gonna get out of here.